and better.
And without the team tactics being employed here in the second heat as they were in the first heat with 3 ducks, we might not see that strong pace that delivered 3 runners under 4 minutes in that very first heat. Same configuration, the first 4 across the line will automatically qualify to tomorrow's final, and then the next 2 fastest times over the 2 heats, 4:01 and small change, the time to beat if you have to get in on a time qualifier.
Right, because of conditions, meaning some tracks are up at altitude, the NCAA has to make adjustments, and after talking with a host of coaches, they do. For example, if you're at Boulder up at whatever, close to 6,000 feet of elevation, and Ben ran a 4:01.49, 49/100ths of a second in there, they make an adjustment downward of close to 6 seconds. And say, in effect, that would have been his time at sea level if he had run his race, let's say, here. So on paper, he has the fastest time at 3:55.6 of any of the 16 athletes that have journeyed here to try and win an NCAA mile indoor title.
2 buffs right up front. It is Ben Serrell, the senior, leading over junior Zach Perrin of Colorado, who will now take the lead. So there is a little bit of team tactics with the 2 Colorado athletes. They, of course, dominate the Pac-12 cross-country championships. They've won it every single year since they joined the conference 6 years ago.
They're right on a 4-minute mile pace.
Coach Mark Wetmore is just a superior distance coach there in Colorado, as Perrin continuing to push the pace, helping out his teammate. Right behind there from New Mexico, that is Josh Kerr, one of the 3 Brits in this heat. The other, Matthew Fayers, Oklahoma State, and Liam D. of Iona.
Josh Kerr, you mentioned, is just a freshman. He's in 3rd place right now from New Mexico and ran 3:44 over in Europe before he came here. 2 minutes and 5/10 of a second at the half, the exact same time as the last heat.
So Zach Perrin doing a nice job out there, pushing the pace, keeping everybody honest. Remember, the 5th and 6th placers have to basically go under 4:01 to make it into the final from this heat if they are not in the top 4. Now it looks like a little bit of slowing down as you now see the guys back in 5th through 8 bunch up ever so slightly. That usually is the first indication. And that is Josh Kerr, who is now challenging for the lead on the shoulder of Zach Perrin.
Oh, wow.
See, and Serrell almost goes down. His 3rd 400 meters is going to be slower, and they're going to get off pace. So the top 4 are probably the only ones that get through. As Serrell now shifts gears and gets himself out of trouble and back into the lead.
Well, to your point, 3:03 versus a 3-minute 3/4 in the earlier semifinal heat. So these guys have to make sure they're in the top 4.
Ben Serrell, the Colorado senior, is in the lead, being followed closely by Josh Kerr, the New Mexico freshman from Great Britain. Zach Perrin from Colorado still hanging in there in 3rd.
Dwight, what Serrell is doing is interesting. He's not sure the raw speed of the other guys in the race. He knows everybody's close on their mile time, so he doesn't leave it to chance and goes hard almost the entire last 400 to make sure he does not get out-kicked. And right now it looks like a very good tactic for him.
All right, here it is. And a lot of changes going on in that 3rd and 4th position. It's going to be Kerr and Serrell for certain. There is Samson Lowry from Ghana, who looks to be up in the top 4 from Middle Tennessee State. We're going to see who got the actual 4th place position. It doesn't look like any time qualifiers from this particular heat get through. Adam Palamar is 3rd from Syracuse.
I think Liam D did get in by 1/100th of a second. He got 4th place nailed
and
down.
Samson Lowry does get a time qualifier, 4:73 in 5th, so he'll get through. They might have an 11-person final because there's a tie at 4:01.02 for 5th in heat number 1.
Look at the move here. Yeah, there was a movement there that's just a bit of a problem. Smart move, I thought, by Serrell. Watch him try and get outside, and they get tangled up. The feet get tangled up. Those sideways movements are dangerous. Again, they've got about 3 steps on the rest of the field, the first 2 guys. They do close on them, but it was a smart move to go with 400 to go. And look at the effort being made to try and ensure a place there. I wasn't sure D was going to get it. Watch him in gold from Iona. And he gets up by 1/100th of a second to secure a sure fourth place.
So there are the final results of that heat. Zach Perrin paying the ultimate price, ends up last, but he did a great job setting up that race. There's Samson Lowry that in 5th place makes it on time, but we'll have to see if they will break the tie and advance 11 or what they will do. But there are 2 Oregon in the final. That's good for the Ducks in their pursuit of a team title.